Sangate,
Bodhisattva. That is all Sutras meaning, all the what's say summary. Sometimes recite good. Big protection. Yes, then yeah, we follow Buddha Dhamma Sangha, then we or say promise it or take vow. Then we intentionally I intentionally killing, give up, stealing, give up, sexual contact, give up. What's say lying and cheating and surrender and gossip or say bad gossip talk and hashy talk and harming mind and covetousness or and wrong view and must give up, try. Also, bad tortures for animal or also baby abortion or some many negatives we give up. Intentionally don't do. But if nature, then we do nothing to do. Just nature, even, many fishing people's fishing people, 100 monk, bhikshu, then they must go fishing town, or say fishing people town. They're begging, lunch, dinner, no dinner, but they breakfast or lunch. But then their fishing town, they give meat. Intentionally, we need meat, never say. If give, then they eat, as the yellow monks. But Burmans monks never go fishing town because their tradition is no eat meat. Before Buddhism, even became Buddhists, they don't eat meat because Bhikshu, great Bhikshu, Mahakashyapa, he did, Shakyamuni Buddha passed away, then he became, regent. Regent? Substitute. That Burman people became monk, then even they give meat, they don't eat. But fishing people, boys became monk. If they're not allowed, I need meat, not allowed. But if they give nothing to eat, they say, not allowed. We need meat, not allowed. If they give them nothing to do, they say. Anyway, Hinayana tax. Now give up. That we go refuge, then must take vows, give up. And then opposite Mahayana tradition, take up. Killing opposite, self or liberation, animal or human or liberation, or generous, or that all 10 negatives opposite we must take up, do practice. That is good practice, karma practice. And now we, for immeasurable, make our mind a little bit and peace, and also like a little bit bodhicitta or artistic mind or beneficial mind. That is for immeasurable, very good, immeasurable compassion, how to think about, or how to pray, or that so many object is so many suffering being hell, hungry ghosts and animals there, the boches killing everywhere. Or also many human, also stupid, each other cheating or making harming, or so many problem. Also, yeah, human problem, so many. But we think about, consider that, thinking. And there are so many different problems. Then we, this world, other world, more distance or more bigger thinking. Then may all that suffering beings very quickly, or really I wanted their people suffering and its bad causes and pilgrims. I wish they are pilgrim suffering, or may all their pilgrim suffering and its causes. Yes, then immeasurable, that is compassion. Immeasurable loving kindness, that is, I wish all unhappy being happy, all unhappy being happy, all suffering, what say, happy less being happy. So many happy less being, they need medicine, they need helping, they need service, they need, food or drinking, eating, so many things. They need cold, they need hot, they need, they need teacher, they need companion, they need, what say, whatever animals, also they need protection, and all, old people need different protections, children need different protection, sick people need different protection. So many they need different. Or that not only human, also spirit, also animal. We can see animal and human, but other things can't see. But have existing. If not to see, that is not reason, no existing. Today topic coming, this. If not see, that is not reason for no existing. Have many. Sure. That we think about, we make good heart. May all the happy less being have happy, it causes condition. Oh yes, that is immeasurable loving kindness. Also, I read yesterday some Bodhisattva vows and Tantra vows. Usually forgot, the Samaya vows, so many. One vows, they say, if we don't like one or some group or some country, we don't want them happy. That is Samaya working. We want it to, even one single being. I don't want this person or this being. I don't want them, he happy or she happy. I absolutely don't want this become happy. I don't want. It's Samaya working big. Not allowed. We need whoever, even doing criticize, doing bad, but till we want them happy. That is Tantra Samaya. Even doing very bad, killing your mom and your father, still this enemy we not allowed. I wanted he never ever happy. Not allowed. That is, this loving kindness connection little bit.
Yeah.
With loving kindness, we wanted all unhappy being happy. That Tantra vows not allowed to give up loving kindness. Even one single being, not allowed to give up. I wanted happy. We reciting, I wanted unhappy being all happy. I wanted unhappy being all happy, all happy, all happy. Reciting, I think better than Om Mani Padme Hum.
Yeah.
But Om Mani Padme Hum, holy sentence, also deep meaning, but we understanding well. May all unhappy being happy. May all unhappy being happy. Maybe reciting 100.
Yeah.
Something, remind it. Remind it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Remind it.
Yeah.
Remind it,
Something. Anyway, the Buddhists and Mahayanas make good heart. That's important. That is the aim. Then immeasurable joy. Immeasurable joy is like immeasurable joy look like object at the moment. So many happy being. Their previous life, good karma or good causes, good condition. That wonderful enjoy. My son, my daughter, my mom, my father, similar, all, whoever, even they are very ignorant being, but they have happy. It's okay, good. Whoever have a happy is wonderful. I wish they're happy, never ever separate, never ever losing. I especially wish they not deal with it. I think about. That is a antidote of jealousy. Jealousy is a worst delusion, jealousy and lazy or that kind. Bad delusion. Lazy also bad one. Jealousy also make big. Each delusion we must to recognize. Now immeasurable equanimity, that is how to think about. So many, wrong view or my view, my philosophy, my wish right, you other wishes wrong, other philosophy wrong, other religion, other things wrong, only me right, we are right, they are wrong. That is, we are right, they are wrong, we are right, they are wrong. That is not true. Reality not true. Is they are not true, or self also not true, other also not true, but true existing between. But that is, we need wisdom. May all they will get perfect wisdom, clever, and they will become open mind. They become correct understanding. Yeah, they become economic view and peace. Oh yes, that is for immeasurable. Yeah, now we Bodhicitta part, I'm telling many, I think many, 1 month, almost more than 1 month we talking Bodhicitta part. It's okay, quite detailed, even in testing Manjushri tradition, Metea tradition, 7, or 7 courses and 1 result. And Manjushri tradition, so many detail, self is other important, self-chasing and other chasing. Self-chasing is how much big problem, big wrong, and other chasing how much beneficial. Yeah, that is topics. Logic is wonderful. So many. Yeah, that is a method part, bodhicitta part, or conventional practice part. And now ultimate practice part and ultimate bodhicitta. Conventional bodhicitta, we finish. Yeah, still not enough, but something we checked, or I telling you or listen, we analyze, but it's no bad. Yeah, now ultimate bodhicitta. Ultimate bodhicitta is that is when we get ultimate bodhicitta. If you become directly seeing emptiness part, directly seeing emptiness part, you get ultimate bodhicitta. Ultimate bodhicitta don't need vows. Conventional bodhicitta need vow. Conventional bodhicitta, they lama or without lama, they take vows, bodhisattva vows. But ultimate bodhicitta, no need vow. They say, such a pandita say, some Tibetan lama give ultimate bodhicitta vows. That is absolutely wrong, he said. Such a pandita say. Maybe some lamas wanted to give it. Ultimate bodhicitta vow, but that is impossible, he said. Such a pandita is, yeah, Tibetan, they call, Nyingmapas call, Tibetan have 3 Manjushri. Manjushri Sacha Pandita, Manjushri Longchenpa, Manjushri Tsongkhapa. They believe that. They respect. Nyingma Kagyu, they respect. Manjushri Tsongkhapa, Manjushri Sajapendita, Manjushri Longchenpa. Can say quite good, very, very special master, very special master. The three master, very popular. Anyway, now we wisdom part. Wisdom part we need. Wisdom is not like Saji, then Lamas tell, then yes, no, need discussion. Wisdom need answer, question, discussion, thinking, and you must every day little bit think about true, and you whatever you are understanding emptiness, meditate. If wrong emptiness also okay. You can how look like emptiness means. How look like emptiness means. You can meditate. Then your emptiness slowly make good shape. Beginning very ugly emptiness, very, very bad shape. Then slowly getting better, your emptiness more clear. Beginning very dirty emptiness. Otherwise, beginning meditate and perfect emptiness, impossible. Impossible. Because we also learn bicycle, beginning fell down. Then later, okay, but I learned bicycle. I have experience, but car also I don't have experience. I don't know car how to drive. Yeah. Anyway, yes, meditate emptiness every day. True. What is true? What beneficial? Why we do that? Why we learn that? Think about that need. Why we learn emptiness? Why we try true? Why? That yourself make question. That's also important. Also, if you have Tantra vows or you have something in a session, you must need samaya, one, emptiness not allowed to give up. Every day something, meditate. Only 1 minute, also okay. Something that is commitment. What is emptiness? Emptiness means, if wrong emptiness, also okay. Beginning wrong emptiness, or then slowly investigate, then become reality. Yes, true. Because that is also universal education. Holiness said that true. Shakyamuni Buddha also beginning visit Father, but he talked true. But Tantra, some part, Samaya, they say, if somebody don't know much, then immediately tell emptiness, also Samaya working, they say. If they have basic, it's okay. If they interest in emptiness, they wanted to try, but somebody no interest, then if tell Samaya working, Tantra. That I yesterday checked this Samaya. If tell emptiness is for pound of Tantra, it's okay, not okay. I checked. Also in basket, Shakyamuni Buddha, he, beginning telling true. And then many commentary coming. Baba Shika, Sotantika, and so many. And also, if you have very strong renunciation, like Hinayana, or like a very strong renunciation, one can see samsara, how much danger, how much problem, how much wrong, how much suffering and wrong. And now little bit understanding, then I must escape, or say, free from samsara, free from samsara. That is renunciation. Wanted. Samsara is how big problem, how long problem, how worst problem, how, but then wanted free from samsara. That strong thinking is renunciation. If you have that renunciation, then you must looking road, how to escape. You need road. Road is then true. That view is correct view. And that view and destroy, but samsara, root of samsara is ignorant. Which one bondage we samsara? It's, root of samsara or bondage. We are in samsara. In the bondage,
Oh, bound, yeah.
What's that? Bandage. Bondage. What's that?
We are
Pronunciation.
Bondage.
or
bondage.
Is it for trap?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in bondage.
Yeah, bondage or
Like slavery.
yeah, bondage. Or do we that? Then how do we escape from samsara? That then looking, ignorant, root of samsara.
Geshe is muted.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. I say universal education also okay, true. Also important. We if we wanted to free from suffering, free from samsara, self and other.
I go out if you push it.
Huh?
Look at the connection. Here, be careful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, self and other, and all wanted free from problem, then we need a road. How to escape? We need a road. Where we go, which direction? That is then too true looking, how look like all phenomena. How we deal with it, all phenomena. How we deal with it, all phenomena. We look all phenomena, which my six consciousness correct or wrong, checking, subject, object, checking, that's checking, then became, ultimate true and conventional true. And that is ultimate true means then real truth. Conventional truth means temporary truth. And that is, then, Shakyamuni Buddha telling only two truth. For at the moment we using conventional truth, we never saw ultimate truth. But we see dying time and can see ultimate truth, but not recognize ordinary people. Dying time also can see every living being dying time, only subtle mind object is ultimate truth, but not realize it, not recognize. That is a problem, But usually we always deluded. We can see all phenomena, but they intentionally not tricking, but they're tricking us. They're not intentionally harming us. They're intentionally not cheating us, not tricking us. But my understanding wrong, and then like tricking, like cheating, they're not their fault. For example, so many attachment object, anger object, jealousy object, so many different object, but we thinking they're cheating me, they're harming me, but they're intentionally never doing. But we view not okay. We see our perspective. What's that? Perspective or view not okay. Not okay, then self-deluded. That is delusion. Then delusion is so many, countless delusion. Delusion, how to come? Delusion, need object. Then deluded, Must look and then deluded. But also object, not intentionally deluded you, cheating you. Also your I also not cheating you. If I not okay, I destroy. It's no antidote.
Yeah.
Also object not okay, objects destroy. It's a wrong antidote. Object destroy wrong. Also, organs destroy also wrong antidote. Organ, so many organ, eye and hearing and so many organ make deluded. But the organ intentionally not deluded. Also, attachment, the sex not cutting. So sex never intentionally not deluded you, not cheating you, but you not okay. Your perspective not okay. Your view not okay. Also habit not okay. Wrong habit. And limitless long limitless past life habit coming. Anyway, how to deal with it? How to make correct view? That is, like that. Too true. If learn too true, that's like that. You understanding what beneficial, why, what our goal, our aim, why we learn to true or emptiness or that is important. Until directly see emptiness, you must learn, they say. But never finish this study. Until you see directly emptiness, then you don't need more on the emptiness. Otherwise, till learn, till check. Yeah, that is, if directly see all phenomena situation correctly, then you know deal with it. You know problem, you know deal with it. Otherwise, don't see correctly conventional situation, ultimate situation, that is different or same or what is that big, that is a universal education, also big, beneficial. Anyway, now I telling lot teaching, but we must investigate better. I think to like definition, many definition. You know, I already mentioned Baba Shika definition is like if changing, that is conventional. If never changing phenomena, that is ultimate. Never changing, like sky and cessation and you know what say cessation also cessation and also yes. Cessation and partless atom, understanding. Yeah, that things they say ultimate true. Baba Shika said ultimate true, and because why no changing? Their comprehension or Baba Shika's meaning. If changing, that is you know, pillar and house and weather and all conventional relativity, you know. That is Baba Shika school definition of different. And Sotan Dika say, whatever we see our eye and sound, and that all ultimate true. Ultimate true, they inherently existing. They're truly existing. Whatever you see that is, but what say? General idea.
General idea.
Yeah. For example, now I can't see Bodh Gaya Stupa, but directly can't see. I see like picture.
Yeah, generic. We use the term that they usually teach in English is generic image.
Generic image.
Coming to your mind, generic image.
Is that what you mean?
Generic image.
Yes,
Is that what you
yes,
mean?
that's what he meant. He
Yes,
says,
yes.
like, I can't
Sure.
see Bogaya with my eyes, but a picture comes in my mind.
Yeah, we can't see Dharamsala,
Yeah.
but we can see picture. And real over there, Dharamsala, that is ultimate true, Dharamsala. And we can see picture, that is conventional true. But Sotan Dika,
That's interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
That is Sotan Dika say that, you know, that is like that. And also, Chitmatara say, what say, yeah. Chitmatara say, everything looks like empty forms, clarity, appearance, yet non-existent. You understand it?
Say that again.
Huh?
Could you just repeat that?
Empty forms,
Okay.
clarity, appearance, apparent, and yet no existence.
What was the second?
You know,
Clarity?
see but nothing.
Okay.
You know, empty forms, clarity, appearance.
Clarity?
Yeah, this.
Oh, clearly apparent.
Yeah,
Clearly apparent, yet non-existent.
you understand it?
Yes, clearly apparent, yet
Clearly
non-existent.
not existing.
Yeah.
You know, with only mind, but outside like this, what's say, empty
Yeah.
forms, clarity, but there, how to existing is karma's making each people different appearance, but not same appearance. And, you know, not same appearance, or not, if really check, no external, what's say, partless atoms, external partless atoms, forms all.
This is saying Chittamatra.
Yes, but I need, I will look there, have one.
So they say there, if you really check, Chittamatra says there are no external partless particles. Or partless atoms, you were saying. Partless particles do not exist externally according to Chittamatra. It's all in the mind.
Yeah. Only, you know, hub comics making.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I look there. What? I write down. Oh yes. Chitmatara look like that. If we that object of attention, you understand?
Yep.
Then increasing different delusion, if we focus that object, or if we, object of attention or meditate, or this, for example, pillar, for example, water, if we, you know, object of attention or focus, then something became attachment, angry or jealousy, something delusion come, that is conventional. Which object makes me deluded, that is conventional. If we look all phenomena and which object make our mind deluded, that is conventional true. and we realize it, or we look that object, and then our delusion became less, or delusion or say no deluded. That is ultimately true. You understand it? That is a definition. Is Shittamatra. Shittamatra say which one deluded object, that is ultimate, or say conventional truth. Which object you meditate or you attention, no deluded, even your delusion reduce or remove, that object is ultimate true. Make sense? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What say now? Pasandika Madhamika and Swatandika Madhamika too. Yeah, we all what say masters, master Tsongkhapa, master, many different masters say highest view is Pasandika Madhamika. Pasandika Madhamika. But Pasandika Madhamika say all phenomena, empty, ultimate true, conventional true, all is in Taliponton. Human understanding?
Yes.
Ultimate true also in Taliponton. Conventional true also all what say all without being dependent on, without being dependent on. No. So, what say? Being dependent on. Being dependent on. Sorry. That my English problem. That is. But good. That makes a little bit accident.
It is good. Keeps us on our toes.
Oh.
Exactly. It made us go, wait a minute, that doesn't sound correct. Perhaps we're misspeaking. So it makes us think. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Being dependent on. Emptiness also being dependent on. You know, ultimate truth also being dependent on. Being dependent on, but then emptiness is, I teasing you, emptiness or ultimate truth is conventional truth or not, because being dependent on. Ultimate truth is
Oh, yeah. Okay.
you understanding?
Sort of, because it's dependent on conventional truth.
Yeah,
Truth is
ultimate truth is in Taliponton.
Yes.
That is a Gilupa, or all Pasandika. But one like Longchenpa and Satyapendita and Tsongkhapa or that master Milarepa, that all self-emptiness. They believe emptiness, self-emptiness. They believe self-emptiness, self-empty. You know, other one, Tibetan master, very popular, they believe other emptiness. Other emptiness. Also, that Master Kamapa, what say, Kamakaju, they believe other emptiness. But other, all Pasandika is self-emptiness. Anyway, you know, I like debate or question, like ultimate truth is being dependent on. Is right or wrong?
Yeah.
Ultimate truth is intelligent or right or wrong.
Yeah. So ultimate truth
We say ultimate truth is intelligent.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
That is correct.
Then I say ultimate truth, conventional truth.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Because
debate, right?
Because it is.
Yeah,
interdependent.
because being dependent on,
Right.
because
But we're
in ultimate truth is intelligent, intelligent.
Yeah.
This is just this is just it's the nature of it. The nature of
Yeah.
is okay.
But we're using a mind that's stuck.
But this
in a
is my debate.
A conventional mind trying to study ultimate truth. Of course, we have to use relative concepts. But that, I don't know, does that mean ultimate truth is conventional truth? I don't know.
Because definition, look, you know, conventional truth means being dependent on. That is the conventional truth.
Mhm.
Then ultimate truth also, I say ultimate truth is being dependent on.
Mhm.
Then ultimate truth is conventional truth. Is right or wrong.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just,
there-
I just teasing you.
it's just at the level of our conversation. We
Because
understand. It's a
usually
joke.
monastery
It's kind of a joke.
like
Yeah.
debate like that.
Okay, so if I debate you back,
Yeah.
how do I win your argument? How do I win? How do I
Is that debate?
negate your point? How do I refute your point? If I argue back, I say, no, you are wrong.
Yeah.
You know, this is only in the mind of an obstructed conscious, or as Robert said, I think a deluded
Conceptual.
conceptually, at the level of conceptuality that only.
This
is you're just
also
being
I
silly.
don't understand my English.
I
is
know.
limited.
I know.
But that problem is I can tell you. You know, truly in existence, inherently existence, meaning truly existence in point of Pasandika Madhamika is no existing. You know,
Mhm.
truly existence and existing or not existing.
Not.
No. Truly existing and inherently existing phenomena, nothing.
Mhm.
Nothing, all phenomena say truly no existing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All phenomena inherently no existing. And truly existing means like without being dependent on. You understand
Yeah,
definition, like
Yes.
without being dependent on, that is truly existing, inherently existing definition.
Mhm.
And now, ultimate true, absolutely true. Absolutely, what's that?
Absolute truth.
Absolutely true and ultimately true. Even English language look like without being dependent on.
Mhm.
But this case, ultimately true is true. Why? Definition like what say, I will try. Look and actual, same. Look and actual same, you understand?
Or the appearance.
Look
We use
and
appearance.
Appearance and the
and-
actual.
Reality situation.
Right.
Appearance and reality situation, or see or reality, see, no,
Right, we don't see the reality.
no, the definition.
Okay. Sorry.
You know, appearance and reality situation, that phenomena.
Mhm.
For example, pillar, appearance, pillar's appearance and reality situation, and not same. So therefore, conventional true. And emptiness or ultimate true, absolute true, directly which mind see, and Aryas or Bodhisattva Ayas, they realize it, meditate emptiness, their appearance and actual no different. That or say, for that reason, that is true. True different meaning. You know,
Mhm.
look and actual same. Ultimately true. Look and actual, or look and appearance, or no, look and reality, or appearance, reality, same. Which mind correctly realize it, directly seeing, what's say, Aya Bodhisattva say, meditate.
Mhm.
They can see directly ultimately true, directly absolutely true. That why true? See and actual same. What's say, look and actual same. So therefore, that ultimately true means definition like this.
That's it, yeah.
This must we must know. Truly existing, inherently existing definition, like without being dependent on.
Mhm.
But ultimately true is dependent, what's say, being dependent on. Without being dependent on, no. Because interdependent.
Right, they're both interdependent.
Yeah, that is, you must make different. Otherwise, English terminology and even Tibetan terminology, they make problem.
Yeah.
So many masters, debate confusing, but definition different, meaning different. Ultimately true means true, ultimately true, and that true is like look and actual same. So therefore true. And truly existing, inherently existing, that is without being and dependent on. If without being dependent on, then truly existing. That is no intelliponton.
Right.
But that is if existing, that is that is we can't do analyze.
Yeah.
If analyze and disappear, all phenomena we analyze and disappear. No pine, don't pine. It really investigate, every logic, and the end all disappear. If truly existing, then not disappear.
Right.
You understand it?
Yeah.
Right.
Good. Yeah. I thought my language. Yeah, that important one point.
Yeah.
Ultimate true.
Not much that stands.
Yeah, that is, don't forget. Ultimate true definition and truly existing true different.
Right.
Then you understanding
Right.
Pasandika Madhamika.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you read always confusing.
You can see why it's confusing.
Huh?
It's understandable why it's confusing.
Yeah. Now, please tell.
There you go, Robert.
Please.
Okay. Geshe, we did the preliminaries, and Geshe talked about if you take Bodhisattva vows, this was in the middle of the four immeasurables. He said if you take Bodhisattva vows or tantric vows, and if you even have a wish that one single person not have happiness, then you're breaking your vows. So this includes people that appear to be really evil or criticize you or does really bad things. You have to give up that wish that any being be unhappy. So you can't discriminate in your thinking and in your wish that all sentient beings be happy. Then we launched into the bodhicitta path again, and Geshe talked about the difference between conventional bodhicitta, which needs vows, and ultimate bodhicitta, where you don't need vows. And he made the point again that if a lama tries to give you vows for ultimate bodhicitta, they're mistaken, that doesn't exist. So Geshe emphasized again, as he did throughout and has before, that the wisdom path, when studying it, needs a lot of discussion, question and answer, thinking, and discrimination. And then it also, more importantly, maybe it needs our own thinking. We can't just read and then get it. You have to apply it to your own life or your own thinking. So when you think about the two truths, he said, we should meditate on whatever understanding of emptiness that we have, whether it's faulty or not, that we should try anyway, and that even if it's a faulty understanding of emptiness, that's good. That's still a good meditation. So perfect meditation on emptiness is impossible, especially at the beginning. And he said it's like riding a bicycle. You're not perfect at the beginning, but you just try anyway. And that's good to try. Then he made the point that with tantric vows, every day you have to have some meditation on emptiness or you're breaking your vows, even if it's just 1 minute or some thinking. He also talked about how if somebody isn't interested in emptiness, that teaching them that or giving them these ideas is breaking a vow. So if somebody has no interest in these teachings, it's not good to try to relate this to them. Then talking about renunciation and having some understanding of renunciation, we want to get out of samsara. If you have renunciation, you get fed up with samsara and want to get out. And Geshe said the studying of wisdom and the two truths are the actual path to the way out. So that's a path to the way out for ourselves to get out of samsara and also for others to get out of samsara. And that the root of samsara itself is this ignorance, this fundamental ignorance. And it's this ignorance keeps us in bondage to samsara, and we're trapped in samsara to do with that. Geshe also said the two truths don't necessarily need to be associated with studying Buddhism, that this is a universal education or can be universal study. Geshe made the point that these meditations and studying about this is a lot about studying about subject and object, or thinking about subject and object, and what is ultimate truth and what is conventional truth. He said that right now, I guess all of us always are using conventional truth. We're walking around the world using conventional truth. We never use ultimate truth. But at our dying time, that's when ultimate truth will be presented to us. And that all living beings, when they die, they have this, they can see their subtle mind, and this subtle mind's object is ultimate truth. But we try to recognize that at our dying time. And if we don't study or think about that beforehand, we won't recognize it, it'll just go by. Geshe made the point for a few minutes that conventional truth doesn't intentionally harm us or cheat us or try to trick us. That objects out there aren't, the objects out there that we have anger towards or attachment towards, or jealousy about, or all those non-virtues about, they're not trying to hurt us. It's not like those objects are trying to intentionally delude or cheat us. That said, he said that our delusions like anger, attachment, and jealousy, they need an object. They need an object. So the objects out there aren't deluding us and cheating us. He said also our senses and our sense organs aren't cheating us. Our eyes and our ears and our noses and such aren't cheating us. So to try to destroy the world or destroy the objects in the world or destroy our own eyes, to destroy our own sense organs, that would be the wrong antidote. That's the wrong antidote. So the objects in the outside world that appear to be in the outside world that cause us so much pain, they're not to blame. So destroying those is the wrong antidote. Destroying our senses, we might, maybe that's silly, but you could destroy your senses so that we're not exposed to the outside world, but that's also the wrong antidote. Geshe made the specific mention of sex. Sex does not try to destroy us. It's not intentionally giving us attachment or aversion or something, but so sex isn't the problem. So we have to examine what the problem is. So in terms of the two truths, Geshe talked about that there's many definitions, and then he went into the four Buddhist tenets, or the four tenets on the two truths, and went into briefly the Vaibhashika definition. And I'm just going to try my best. And Geshe said here, by the Vaibhashika definition, if phenomena change, they're a conventional truth. If phenomena don't change, then they're an ultimate truth. And the Vaibhashika school says that there are phenomena out there that don't change, like the sky or space is an example Geshe gave. Cessation he gave as an example, and he also gave the example of partless particles. So the Vaibhashika school believes that there are fundamental particles that you can't divide, that they can't get smaller, but those are existent, and that's non-changing phenomena that is ultimate truth. The next school we mentioned was Sautantrika. I'll do my best here. Geshe said that what we conceive of, like a generic image, for example, a generic image of Bodh Gaya, if we just think about Bodh Gaya, we have some image of it, that's conventional truth, and that the actual Bodh Gaya is ultimate truth. I'm not sure I got that right, but that's
Yes,
what I think. Yeah.
Good job. Wow, there you go. You boiled it down to that.
Chittamatra school, this is a mind-only school. And Geshe said that according to this school, everything appears clear and has form, yet it has no existence. So he used the term clearly apparent, yet non-existent. Another way, maybe you say that as it's all in your mind. So karma gives each thing, karma's results give each being a different appearance as to what's out there. But if you check externally, according to this school, there are no such thing as partless particles. There's nothing out there that exists that's solid, that exists inherently. And delusion arises from our objects of attachment out there. That's conventional truth. So if delusion arises from the objects that appear in the outside world, according to this school, that's a conventional truth. But any way that we investigate this what's out there that makes our delusions reduce or go down or disappear, that's ultimate truth according to this school. So yeah, there's nothing out there that exists inherently according to this school. And then it gets even more subtle when we go to the fourth school, Madhyamika, and then there's two divisions to this school, the Prasangika division, Prasangika Madhyamika, and then Svatantrika Madhyamika. To my knowledge, Geshe here didn't talk about Svatantrika Madhyamika, but instead focused on Prasangika Madhyamika, considered the highest study of these tenets. Also the most subtle, I think, which says that all phenomena is empty of inherent existence and that it's all interdependent and that all things exist completely dependent on other things. That includes conventionally existing things and also ultimately existing things, ultimate truths. So even emptiness is dependent on other things. Even our ultimate truth, when we conceive of ultimate truth, it only exists in our minds because we're comparing it to some conventional truth. So in that way, it's existing interdependently. And then so even that is a conventional truth maybe, but we have to think about that, Geshe said, and debate that and think about that for ourselves. Geshe also made the point in here that Longchenpa, masters like Longchenpa and Tsongkhapa, that when they taught this, focus was on the emptiness of self, and that other Tibetan masters such as the Karmapa and the Karmakagyu tradition focus on the emptiness of other things besides the self. Anyway, according to this school, what I heard from Geshe, what I understood, I think, is that there is no true inherently existing phenomenon. That everything out there. Oh, and when we define what's truly and inherently existent, that means anything that's independently existing, anything that's not dependent on anything else. And that according to this school, such things just don't exist. So in that way, when we investigate phenomenon, they completely disappear in that way. So how does this school define what's a conventional truth and what's an ultimate truth? What I understood Geshe said is that when a Bodhisattva Arya sees things or senses things, not just seeing, but seeing as an example, when what they see and how things actually exist match up, when those things are the same, that's an ultimate truth. And when an Arya Bodhisattva does that. When we perceive things and how they are with our senses and how they actually exist, when that differs, that's a conventional truth.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
Good.
Yes, that is, yeah. Yeah, true, different, true. You know, I already mentioned whole number true is true. They say that also different definition. You know, Aryas also directly see, and we can't see. For number true, I already mentioned some days ago.
Yeah.
But this case, conventional true, ultimate true, you know, and that also, you know, basically Buddhist come from Shakyamuni Buddha, and Shakyamuni Buddha telling his father, and this father is all phenomena include two true, but no three true. But then many committee, each school different definition. Each school different definition, and then master Chandrakiti and that Nagarjuna and that the master Tsongkhapa and that also Nyingmakayu master, they say highest understanding view, Pasandika, that is they say. Buddha never say. Buddha say Pasandika highest, never say. Buddha say doctor give medicine which is work that is for you perfect, which was medicine work that is best for you. And then Chitmatara view and Pasandika, so many different view, different capacity, different student or sentient being, different beneficial, you know. And like that. That just normal this talk, you know, is we need beneficial. We need our mind changing. If they tell too true, learn too true, mind not changing, it doesn't work. It's still very expensive medicine, but it doesn't work. Like that. But Buddha say Pasandika best never say. Or Chittamananda best never say. He telling lot, but say which for you, doctor give medicine similar. That telling. Buddha, he's teaching like that. Like doctor give medicine is work that is for you best. That is Buddha's explanation. But Nagarjuna and Chandrakiti, Buddha Palita and Ayadeva, and then in Tibet and Longchenpa, Satyapandita, Rendawa and Tsongkhapa, master that say best, best Pasandika Madhamika. But Shankarachita, Kamalashila say Sotandika Madhamika. Sotandika Madhamika. They believe Sotandika Madhamika best. Shankarachita, you know, and Kamalashila. They believe Sotandika Madhamika. But Pasandika Madhamika, Rendawa, Satyapandita, Longchenpa, and Master Tsongkhapa, and also Shentong, you know, Shentong, other self-empty and other empty. Other empty means, other empty is true, other empty, it's okay, I can tell now. It's other empty is today, they call Chonangpa, Master Chonang. Kalachaka view is Chonang view. Kalachaka is also other empty. Empty is. So therefore, Master Rendawa say Kalachaka, he don't believe Kalachaka because Kalachaka view is other empty. Master Rendawa don't believe. Also India, some master, Nalanda, would say he don't believe because view is other empty. But view other empty also true meaning. They say all phenomena, all conventionals is self-empty. Vase, pillar, and white, blue, and that water element, the earth, that is other empty, no, self-empty. But other empty means our luminous mind, Buddha nature of mind. We, Mahamudra and Dzogchen and the Tantas, the very high yoga Tantas, important, they say, clear light mind. That is inherently existing. And that is truly existing. And that is other phenomena, no other phenomena. So therefore, no other phenomena. That is ultimately true. That is never changing, inherently true, truly existing. That clear light mind. Clear light mind or Buddha nature, or that subtle mind.
It's truly existing.
Subtle mind is inherently existing and truly existing. That Chonam and Shentong view like that. That is emptiness. They say that is ultimately true. That is ultimately true. But this also true meaning, without being dependent on subtle mind, that is no existing. And I mentioned that look and actual no different is okay. It's, subtle mind, clear light mind, luminous mind, and ultimately true means truly existing, inherently existing means look and actual no different. So ultimately true, we can say that subtle mind, luminous mind. But luminous mind, we don't believe, or without being dependent on. Luminous mind also intelligent, but no interdependent, but no convention, how to call it, typical that. That is, Guisamaja terminology, they say, I don't have Guisamaja terminology. That is a, anyway, they believe that is emptiness. Also, Dzogchen, Mahamudra, they believe that is emptiness and subtle mind no different. They believe that. Also, we Samaja, they no different, but telling different, but same. So therefore, ultimately true. If this realize it, subject, object, no difference.
So Geshe, they have the terminology, one entity, two isolates. One entity, two isolates.
Two different terms.
Two isolates.
But otherwise you can't tell. Two terminology need. Otherwise, difficultly tell. Anyway, this also big, this Shentong and Rangtong. Rangtong means self-empty. Shentong means other master, Master Kamapa, Master Chonampa, come from Chonampa. That is not Nalanda view. That is come from Tibetan very popular master view. But interesting view, interesting view. But still we have this lineage. But Kalachaka lineage keep that, Anyway, that also why different, I give two definition, one definition, inherently existing meaning without being dependent on, that is inherently existing. One inherently existing meaning, looking and actual no different, so you can say inherently existing, this case term. But if subtle mind without being different on, then look like some Hindu similar. Hindu have Atman, their deepest meditation, they believe without being dependent on person. That is, Buddhists say, no, without being dependent on person, no existing. All being dependent on, everything being dependent on. Then you believe, clear light mind also ultimately, and also emptiness is ultimately, and ultimate true. Why true? Then true means appearance and reality, no different, realize it, ball, that object is ultimately true. You understand? I don't know. Actually situation, appearance situation, no differently directly realize it. That possible, and that is ultimately true. Also, subtle mind is like this. Subtle mind, who realize it? Subtle mind, we never realize it. It self-realize it. It self-realize it. It, no different appearance and reality situation. So therefore, that is inherently existing means like that. Truly existing means like that. But what say? What say? We have what say? I need one terminology. Negation. Negation, truly existing is negation. Inherently existing is negation. Or what say? I found that terminology, but now disappear.
Negation.
Negation, what say? That is negation. No. Now, completely problem.
It's not new. We just.
Huh?
I was just talking to Christopher about something.
Negation.
Well, the cabin and the bathroom. Apartment tomorrow. Someone knows.
Oh yeah.
We kind of clued out. We zoned out. We were
object of negation. You understand?
Yeah.
Object of negation or object, the object of negation to be negation or
To be negated.
Huh?
Yeah.
The object that is to be negated. It's the object of negation.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
That is like again ways.
This is like saying, okay, the pillar.
Huh?
The
Again,
pillar is the object
yeah,
of negation.
without being dependent on, or independently existing, that is object of negation. What's that?
Yeah.
For emptiness. Object, what's that? Object of negation.
Yes.
But looking and actual identity or same, that is also ultimate true meaning. I telling ultimate true means that true. That is, you understanding?
Yes.
Different. That is no object of negation. That is no object of negation. Ultimate true also being dependent on, or interdependent. In also subtle mind is interdependent. Subtle mind also interdependent, and that would say emptiness also interdependent, but no conventional true. No conventional true. And conventional, yeah, like Geshe say, Tsongkhapa and Geshe, Kedrubje, three master Kilupas. Yeah. Geshe is 7 years older than Tsongkhapa. He's come from Sakya, became Tsongkhapa's student, very scholar. He say, Sotandika's ultimate true is Pasantika's emptiness object of negation. You understanding?
No. Pasaki.
Pasantika's ultimate true, which one Pasantika's ultimate true? For example, Buddhagaya Stupa, real Buddhagaya Stupa is ultimate true. And now we can see that is picture or
Generic
that,
image.
what's that? Mental
Generic
image.
Mental image.
Mental image, that is conventional true. That is Sotandika.
Okay.
School. And Sotandika school believe, ultimate true is like blue or like house, and whatever we see, that is true. It's ultimate true. Pasandika say that is object of negation or emptiness. Geshe say that is valid cognition, very popular.
So which is the object of negation?
Pasandika. Pasandika say absolutely this is object of negation or point of Pasandika.
Right. The real image, the actual image is the object of negation.
Sotandika's belief, ultimate true, that is completely opposite. Pasandika's emptiness, object of negation. Because they believe, dependent arising or interdependently existing, that is inherently existing. Because all phenomena, things, inherently existing, truly existing. Or thus reason intelligently existing. Intelligently existing, and then in that for this thus reason inherently existing. Why inherently existing? Bodhisattva Soepa or this house inherently existing, truly existing. Sotantika say, Chitmatar say, Babashika say, inherently existing, truly existing. That is ultimately true. Why? That interdependently existing. Reason, by reason, interdependently
It's
existing.
like what you were saying before.
Completely opposite. And Pasandika Madhamika say, all this Buddha, this house and these things inherently no existing because of they are all interdependently existing.
Right, so it's opposite.
Opposite. You understanding?
Yes.
That big important point. This learn Madhamika, you must know this. Yesabji said he telling that clarity. So therefore, which one negation or point of view, Pasandika, and Sotandika's belief ultimately true, that is Pasandika's object of negation. If you realize it, Sotandika said ultimately no existing, you understanding Pasandika's emptiness. You understanding?
Yeah.
You got, I don't know. Sotandika's ultimately true is like Bodhisattva Soepa and inherently existing, truly existing. If that you checking and disappear,
Right.
then
Prasangika.
you realize it, Pasandika view. Pasandika, emptiness.
Yeah, okay,
Ultimately true.
yeah.
But this, which one true? You must meditate or check.
Yeah.
Because both using in Taliponton. One said everything inherently existing, everything in Taliponton.
Yeah.
Pasandika said everything no inherently existing because by reason is in Taliponton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Geshe say, Geshe, Songkhapa, Geshe Kedubji. Geshe is telling that. But this, if we must to know, then understanding getting better emptiness. Not so easy emptiness. Because, both using one reason, because so therefore all phenomena inherently existing or no inherently existing. Because one school using inherently existing because of interdependently existing. If interdependently existing, that is truly existing, reality existing. But Pasantika say truly no existing, inherently no existing because of interdependently existing.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
What do they say about subject object?
Uh-huh.
Do they agree about subject object?
Satantrika.
Yeah. Both they're telling subject object.
They both, okay.
They're both using subject object because they, different, but they're both checking how look like all phenomena. But they say emptiness, no need, only selflessness, view, meditate, and become liberation. Why we need emptiness, they say. Baba Shika and Sotantika say. But Chitta Matter say we need emptiness. Pasantika say we need emptiness. Otherwise, impossible become give up delusion, remove delusion. That good topic, good debate, but still need investigating, thinking, reading. You must be reading, thinking. Yeah. Also reality, true reality. Conventional, but Lama Tsongkhapa, Master Tsongkhapa say, conventional reality, ultimate reality, true existing. For example, bars and the pillar and this water, and they are existing. Ultimately, no existing. Conventionally existing. But Master Kamapa and that the other masters say conventional what to say, this is ultimately existing, ultimately no existing, then no existing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That then what is that? That is look like illusion, like dream, like that. Then we say, but Kilupa master say that is in telepontally 1 cup water and nectar or kaka, they existing, also kaka existing and nectar existing, and don't need 3 glasses. No need 3 glasses. But other the Master Kamapa and masters other very popular, they say just illusion like that. Just but no existing. Almost look like Chitta Matter similar. Chitta Matter also say that empty form reality appearance yet non-existence. That. But then, if Geshe Sherab say, if magic snake and real snake, and you check real or not real, if biting, this is real. Geshe Sherab, very popular. Geshe Sherab just say, if you check magic snake and real snake, if biting, then you understand it.
Yeah.
That is real snake.
Yeah.
Dream snake, magic snake, and real snake, 3 snake. Yeah, three cup or 3 snake. But anyway, that also Master Kamapa Michu Doji also Lama Tsongkhapa's root guru. He gives Tsongkhapa name. Yeah. But Kamapa and Chonampa view, we can't say wrong, but we respect, very kind. They have some meaning, interesting. We respect, very helpful, different telling. But Master Tsongkhapa say, and existing, inherently existing, different. No existing, inherently no existing, different. Meditate, ayas, the emptiness, and they only see ultimate truth, but they can't see conventional truth. But if they don't see and not see and no existing, different. Master Tsongkhapa say, don't see and no existing, different. That's true. If we can't see, then still they existing, That's logic, yeah. They say if Aryas don't see, then no existing. Then how to do 1 bhumi, 2 bhumi, and karmas and bodhicittas, all conventional. That is, very nice debate. Very nice debate and good. We still check that is in reality what is. But problem, Sotandika school say Bodh Gaya Stupa, real Bodh Gaya Stupa is ultimate true. Pasandika say that is object of negation or Pasandika say emptiness. That, what you believe that? Which one you believe? How you investigate? Then you understand, you need a lot thinking. But reality, we research, wrote how to our correct view, wrote correct view or not deluded view. You understanding, we need a correct view, not deluded view. Yeah, please tell. Too much.
I think I need some help. I think I'm unclear in some areas, yeah.
I was too.
You said these 2 truths, it's like the 4 noble truths. They're truths, but they also, different masters will have different definitions. So there's agreement that there's not 3 truths, 2 truths, different schools don't say there's 3 truths or 4 truths. It's all 2 truths, but each school has a different definition. All masters agree that the Prasangika Madhyamika is the highest view, but the Geshe said the Buddha never said this. The Buddha says that whatever study lowers our delusions is what's best. And that's, Geshe made the point that if our mind doesn't change and we study these things, it's an expensive waste of time. They're very expensive teachings that aren't, they should be, ultimately their worth is in how they can lower our delusions. Then we got into the part where maybe I need some help, or for sure I need some help. This difference between Rentong, self-empty, and Shantong, other empty. And Geshe talked about the Prasangika school with Longchenpa and Tsongkhapa, and this versus was it Svatantrika, Geshe, with Chandrakirti, Kamalashila? Yeah. Anyway, Geshe talked about the other empty having two meanings. That number one, that all conventional things out there like the vase or the color white or blue, they're self-empty. And then Geshe talked about our luminous mind or Buddha nature. According to Mahamudra, Dzogchen, Highest Yoga Tantra, that it's this is truly existing. And I didn't quite get this, what that was according to, which school that was according to. But we got into Geshe emphasized a few times, I think, that there's two meanings of inherently existing. There's inherently existing, the meaning that something is inherently existing because it's not dependent on other things. And then there's the inherently existing meaning that if the sense situation or like looking at something and the actual situation is no different. And that's an ultimate truth. So there's two definitions of inherently existing. And that if we look at the Prasangika Madhyamika view, the Svatantrika's ultimate truth, like this Bodhgaya stupa inherently existing, is the Prasangika's Madhyamika's object of negation. So to truly understand the Prasangika view, we have to understand what is being negated. And we have to understand this object of negation. So there's two views here. Tsongkhapa view, the Prasangika view, that this vase, pillar, or water is existing conventionally, but not existing ultimately. That it's interdependently 1 cup of water or 1 cup of nectar, or however the karma's result appears. And then in this view, that existing and inherently existing are two different things. Things can exist, but not inherently exist. And those are two different things. And that when Arya Bodhisattvas meditate, they only see ultimate, I'm sorry, in this view, that not seeing something and not existing are two different things, okay? And then this other view, from the Karmapa or Chonampa view, this other empty view, is that things conventionally don't exist, and they also ultimately don't exist. They're like a dream or illusion. And Geshe said this is similar to the Chittimatra view, but not the same. And that if Arya Bodhisattvas can't see it, then it doesn't exist. Or if they can't perceive this, then it doesn't exist. And then Geshe gave Geshe Sherab's view, which you understand. So there's these two different views. But in general, what I'm mostly understood is the Prasangika Madhyamika, that the object of negation is important, and to think about that.
I can't do any better than that.
Yeah. We should,
Oh, is it time?
yes, it's past time.
Oh, it's past time. And Kabir and I have to do some work out here, so.
Yeah.
We have new people coming today,
Yeah.
and we're not ready.
Yeah.
Surprise.
So
Yeah.
should we do dedication?
Wow, that was great.
You need to meditate,
Okay.
everybody.
Everybody.
How look like emptiness? How look like all phenomena? How look like true? You must think about, otherwise you don't understand it. This yourself investigate. Then I telling, also read, then more clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dedication prayers.
Yeah.
May the supreme jewel, bodhicitta, that has not arisen, arise and grow. And may that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Due to all these merits, may all father and mother sentient beings have all happiness. And may all the lower realms be empty forever. Wherever there are bodhisattvas, may all their prayers be accomplished immediately. Long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all. sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunak's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels. Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Geshe.
Thank you. I hope soon we are going to realize everything that you're teaching us. That everything is going to be totally clear and we're going to go like, yay, now I understand everything. Thank you.
Yay.
Todo equivocado.
No, no, no.
Todo equivocado.
No, 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 no. Todo correcto. Thank you.